Okay, we talked about most common types of tracking, but there are some other methods that can also be used besides using IP tracking and tracking by cookies. These ones we already talked about, and we also mentioned why does it take, or why does the website take this information from us, as well as why does the website allocate cookies to users. But besides these, we can also be tracked by certain scripts. These scripts are just a piece of code on a website that is used to track users and monitor what they do. Now, we covered one of the ways to prevent this somewhere at the start of the course when we talked about privacy and security in browsers. Disabling JavaScript can actually help prevent most of these tracking methods that are implemented by scripts. However, as we remember, there is a downside to disabling scripts, which is that some websites might not want to load until you enable them. Besides scripts that track you, you also have third-party websites that track you through the website that you are visiting. Third-party web tracking refers to the practice of which the tracker other than the website that the user visited tracks or assists in tracking the user to the particular website. This can be through embedded links, posts, or photos. And speaking of photos, another type of tracking could be something called web beacons. Web beacons are typically used by third parties to monitor the activity of users at the website for the purpose of web analytics or page tagging. The first web beacons were small digital image files that were embedded in a web page or in an email. The image could be as small as a single pixel, or also called a tracking pixel, and could have been the same color as the background, or could have been also completely transparent. When a user opens the page or email where such an image is embedded, they might not see the image, but their web browser or email reader automatically downloads the image, requiring the user's computers to send a request to the host company's server where the source image is stored. Okay, these would be most common types of tracking that we covered in this section. Of course, there are others, but these are the ones that you will encounter the most. For most of these, we already showed how we can protect our privacy against before in the course, but right now let's focus in the next section on online anonymity.